Hello everyone. This is Tuesday, July 27th, 2021. It's 2 p.m., 21 degrees Celsius. I'm beginning this video down here at the container terminal, the Fairview container terminal. And we're going to walk towards Africville tourist site. Where the Africville village used to be. All right, so we're going to start right here at the Fairview container terminal, and we'll walk right by here towards Africville. All right, here we go. Let's go. I've got to cross the street after this truck goes by because I want to be facing the traffic. I don't want stuff coming up behind me. All right. We're going to cross the street here, and I'm going to put my sunglasses back on because it's kind of bright day right now. There we go. Perfect. We're all rigged up. This is an area of the city I haven't covered before. This will be my first time walking down here. I've driven through here a few times, but I never walked down here. So this will be the first time. There's not a whole lot to say about this area. It's a container terminal. There's two of them here in Halifax. There's this Fairview one, and there's the one downtown in the south end. And I've never walked here before. This is my first time. But I wanted to walk through here and down through Africville, and we'll keep right on going until we get back downtown again, or if I run out of storage, I may have to end the video. But for now, we're just going to walk along here, and hopefully I don't get any security people all worked up and they come down here and bother me. Sometimes that happens in areas like this. Well, I got to let you know, folks, this is my very first day. I got a new phone on the weekend, and this is my very first day out here. I'm not videoing with my new phone. My new phone is for taking phone calls, texting, while I'm videoing. If somebody texts me, I can see it on my other phone. I don't have to interrupt my videos. And I cleared the old phone all off. So the only app that's on there is my Osmo app for my gimbal. That's the only app on my phone now. All the rest of them are off, except what's built in for operating system and stuff. But all the apps that I had on there before are gone. They're on my other phone now. This phone here that I'm using for videoing, you can't make a phone call on it, and you can't do much of anything with it except make a video. I'm going to cross the road again because I don't like this because it's too close to the curb and they can't see me. So we're going to come back over here. This is probably better than that side. Safer as far as the, we'll just scrape something. Okay, safer as far as the traffic goes because they can see me on this side, and they couldn't see me on the other side. So in case anybody's wondering what I got for a new phone, my old one is a Pixel 3S. My new one is a Pixel 5. It would be better for videos because it got 3 lenses, but we'll sacrifice that because I need 2 phones. I need one for videos with nothing else on it, and I got more storage, and I need one to make phone calls if I have to and receive them if I have to. I'm not going to encourage that because I don't want to interrupt my videos with phone calls. But if my wife should text me or something, I'll be able to get the message and not have to finish my video and then see what she wanted. Okay, I'm going to cross the street again now because there's no curb on that side. This isn't a very friendly walking street because there's no sidewalks. I guess they don't expect people to be walking down here. But that's what I'm doing, walking down here, but there's no sidewalks and there's not much for curbs, but I didn't see any sign that says pedestrians can't walk down here. So I should be all right. And we're walking right past where the cranes are now to unload the containers. There you go. I don't know if these ones here just do the trains or if they do the ships too, because I think the ones over there do the ships. But maybe these ones unload the ships. I think probably they do. Probably unload the ships too, yeah, more than likely. I think this one right here is for unloading the trains. Because the trains can go right over the top of the train track and pick up containers. Pick one, whichever one you want out of there. So I saw these up in Toronto. We don't have the big cranes for unloading chips because we don't have they might have them in some of the terminals on Lake Ontario, but not in Toronto. They didn't have that. The only terminals I was ever in Toronto were rail terminals. Oh. So they have these kind for unloading the trains. We used to go in there in Vaughan, up in that area. Vaughan and up, oh yeah, I guess it's all Vaughan up there, where Sears used to be up in that area. There's a container yard there in Toronto. We used to go up there picking up things. And well, I just met my first security vehicle. We'll see if they bother me or not. They shouldn't. It doesn't say you can't walk here. I'm not inside of any restricted area. Well, you know, these people, they like to try to show their importance and come around and bother you. So we'll see. This is the right road to the Africville Museum. I'm not going to go in there today because time is limited. I'm just going to walk by and look at whatever's here. Another day I'll maybe go in there, but not today because as I say, time don't permit. It certainly is warm out here because there's no wind down here. I'm right in a little valley here. The hills are protecting me from any breeze, and it's quite warm, but it's okay. I just hope I don't get a thunder shower before I get done. I suppose there was a warning for one today. I gotta handle this carefully here because I can't go around those bushes when there's a car coming. So, all right, out around we go. This could be quite a walk back to civilization, but we'll see. I got lots of storage on here now. There's absolutely nothing on my phone. Nothing to clutter it up. So I should have lots of space. And I love my new phone. The battery is like twice as good as the battery in my old phone. I was listening to music all morning with my headset, Bluetooth to the phone, and it hardly ever shut off all morning. When I got up to Roby and Young, where I met up with my wife for a little while, I still had about 80% left after listening to music all morning on it. So I'm quite impressed with the battery in that phone. It's a Google Pixel 5. I'll show you a picture of the lens if you want to see it. In case you're thinking about getting a new phone, you get three lenses on the front of that phone. You get a zoom up, a regular, and a wide angle. So that would have been really nice for making videos, but I needed it for other things, so that's how it goes. I need this phone for everyday use, and the one I got on the gimbal here will work perfectly well for making videos. I see the sky is kind of hazy. I hope I don't get caught in a thunderstorm. I got all my equipment here. I don't have an umbrella, but I do have cases for things, and then I got plastic bags to put the case inside. So even if my backpack gets wet, it will take quite a bit to get the inside of that wet because the material is made out of, but if it does get wet in there, my stuff will still be protected because it'll be inside of plastic bags. So I'm not worried about it too much. I just don't want to get caught in like a heavy rainstorm if I can help it. But I haven't got a lot on to get wet. I've got a pair of shorts and a tank top. So if it does rain, I'm not like I'm going to get a whole bunch of clothes soaked. We're almost down to the Africville Museum, I think now. I see it looks like the old church, perhaps. So we'll soon be down there. But I'm just going to keep right on going on this road because no sense going back the other way. Oh, I see. We're almost over to the bridge. Bridge right over there. The McKay Bridge is right over there. So it's not that far. I can walk back from here. I know when you drive it, it seems like it's farther. I mean, you drive it quicker, but the distance feels like it was a lot farther than maybe what it is. So anyways, we're not that far from the McKay Bridge, and we'll just continue right on down, and I'm hoping to meet up with my wife down in the waterfront because she'll be down there later with a little bit of spare time. You know, we've been together around 30 years, and we still like to hook up and have coffee and stuff when we're, you know, if she got a little bit of spare time, we meet up. And I guess when you got the right person, you never get tired of their company. I don't get tired of her company. She's great. So that's what we do. We do that, and we got a little ritual in the mornings too. On the weekend, Saturday morning, we'll be up getting coffee by 6 a.m. So shortly after 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:20, we'll be up getting coffee. So that's our little ritual on Saturday morning. So I would say this is a parking spot for the Africville Museum, perhaps, because it's right over there. And I got absolutely no curb at all when I get up here. There's nowhere to walk. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll probably have to take the other side because I don't want to risk something coming up behind me here and won't see me walking. So we'll keep on going and see what happens there. Maybe just these bushes sticking out. When there's no cars coming, I can get around these bushes and then there'll be a little bit of a shoulder again. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping will happen. Okay. Yep. If I hurry, get past here. There we go. I'm going to cross the road because I'm not going to be able to see anything over here on that side. Then after we leave here, McKay Bridge is right there. And this is the Africville Museum right here. I want to come here when I get some time to spare. The gates close between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. 10 a.m. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. and 10 a.m. It's closed. And look, it's right on the water here. Looking right out over the water when you're at Africville. I can only imagine what it was like back then, living right down here by the water, having their little church in their community. I read what happened. I read all about the city come in here with bulldozers and bulldoze it over everything in sight. The houses, everything. I guess they left the church because that looks like it probably was the church at the time. So they got one building there. Yeah, that's the church. That's the Africville church. They left that. Everything else, they just bulldozed it over. Africville Museum. There's the sign. Africville Museum. Okay, I won't go in because you're supposed to buy a ticket to go in here and do anything. So I won't go in until such time as I have a ticket and can go in. Okay. Gates closed between 4 p.m. and 10 a.m. Museum parking only. Violators be ticketed. All right. Africville Museum. Yeah, this was a beautiful community back before all those things happened. I read the story on it, and there was a lot of people lived in here, families. Yeah, maybe they didn't have the nicest houses in the city of Halifax, but they owned them. They had their house, they had their own place, and they were a community. And what I read, it was a close-knit community, and somebody decided in the city that they could use the land for something else, and they wanted all those, they called them shacks, tore down, and they gave everybody a deadline when to be out. Of course, nobody left, and they came down with the bulldozers and bulldozer houses. With them standing right there in front of their house, they bulldozed them over. That's what happened here. So just so people know when they come here to this museum that we're not looking at something wonderful in our history. We're looking at a dark chapter of our history. So let's just be mindful of that when we come here to this museum, that we're looking at a dark chapter of our history, and the people's lives that were here didn't seem to mean a whole lot at that time to the people in the city. I believe we could do better now. I'm sure they would. That the people in Halifax that are in charge of the city councilors and mayors and whoever was in on that, premier maybe, I think you could do much better than that now. But the times that was in, That's what happened. There's a lot of stuff in our past that we don't like to dig up and look at, but it's healthy to do that because it prevents it from happening again. It's like the Holocaust. If you stop talking about it, it might happen again. You got to keep talking about it. And you got to talk about injustice in this country to our black friends and our Native friends and the injustices that took place here. And try never to let that happen again. Don't repeat history. Just try to learn from our mistakes. I wasn't here then, so it wasn't me, but it was the white people in charge of stuff at the time that did it. And we can't look back at our history and be that proud of it. So, yes, we did a lot of things in our history that we can be proud of, all kinds of things. It was a Canadian that discovered penicillin. And before penicillin, there was no cure for infections. And a lot of people died needlessly because they got an infection from a wound. That was a small wound, but they got infected and it killed them. So that's just one example of Canadians. They've done a lot of good things over the years. But they also did things that weren't very good. As we're finding out as these statues are coming down all over the place, we're finding out the history. I didn't know the history of certain individuals in the government that we tore down their statues. I didn't know the history of that. But it's come to light as more statues come down that our history is kind of a blemished history when it comes to civil rights and things like that. So, well, here we are. That's the end of that rant. I'm going to look at this bridge. This is the McKay Bridge, and it's longer. I think it's longer than the McDonald Bridge. I believe it is. I think it's quite a bit longer than the McDonald Bridge. And it's pretty high up there too. Yeah, well, I think it's higher too, but I'm not sure. I think so. Pretty sure that's higher above the road than the McDonald one, because I walked right under the McDonald one too, and I think this one's higher. All right, we'll just. So that's Africville right there. That's we just passed the end of it. This is the village that used to be here. Long gone. The only left is the church, and we got a couple of parking lots and things like that. Well, I got grass to walk on here anyways. Don't have to worry about getting hit by the cars. Still got to be watchful, but don't have to worry too much. I'll tell you, it's warm out here today. What did I say, 21 when I looked at my temperature? But I think it might be more than that with, how many minutes have I been here? I've been 22 minutes or something like that. Seems like more than that. Anyways, there's the bridge way up there. Pretty high up, isn't it? Yep. It's high. It's higher than the McDonald, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I was saying about the temperature. There's the humidity factor. It's making it really hot and sticky here. You see what we go through to make videos so you folks can watch these videos? I'm only kidding. I love making videos. They're my favorite thing to do with that, and I get spare time, is to go out and make a video. Let's go up here and see if we can get a shot of looking across the harbor under this bridge. It's kind of foggy today, and there's a smoke alert from the forest fires out west, and it looks pretty thick. Anyway, there's the bridge fading off into the fog and smoke. And those smokestacks are the power plant to keep our city in power. And this is where you keep the Coast Guard boats now. They moved that. No, that's the same spot. That's the same spot. Just look different from here. It's right by the McKay Bridge, yeah. There's the Coast Guard boats. Our fleet of Coast Guard boats, all different sizes. One quite big one and some medium ones and a few small ones. All right. This is called Richmond Terminals. Oh, that must be that's the salt storage for the roads in the winter. That's what that is. That's called the Richmond Terminals. Okay, I got a sidewalk over here now. I'm going to go over here, make use of this sidewalk. I know I cross the road a lot, don't I? Okay, there we go. I've officially got a sidewalk now. So we're going to go on the sidewalk. I can't go down in that road because that would be a public road, and there'd be, a private road. There'd be no admittance unless you're hauling salt down there or something. So I'm going to stick to this path right here. And I got a container coming through here, so I'm going to move over here and give him room to get around this turn. Guys, coming from the container terminal like I was supposed. A triaxle load, you get a good heavy load there. Well, I got a little bit of a sidewalk, so that's good. Well, this is kind of a fun walk. I don't know how many kilometers I'll get on or how many steps. But I always love it at the end of the day when I look at my phone. And there's somewhere in the area of 20,000 steps. Sometimes 18, 19. I've been over 20 a few times, but it's usually about, 17 to 20. And short videos, sometimes a little less, but I already walked up to from Scotia Square. I took the bus over to the city this morning. I walked from Scotia Square down to Spring Garden Road, had a coffee and hung out down there. And then, let's look at the bridge from here. And then I walked from Spring Garden Road back up Barrington Street, and then I stopped at Scotia Square and had a coffee and listened to some music on my headphones again and sat there for a while. And then when I left there, I headed to the north end, met up with my wife at 11:30 at Tim Hortons, and we hung out there for a while, and then I came over here to make this video. So I've had quite a few steps in today so far, and by the time I get back, I might make my 20,000 steps today, because I'm still way up here yet, up past the smokestacks. That's a fair walk to get downtown. I may not video the whole thing, we'll see. Another CN container going. Now, I don't know if that's a road down through there that it can go on or not. I'm not sure. Might be. It might be. And it might not be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. I gotta look this over. In the meantime, let's have one more look at the bridge. Right. Yeah, I don't know about this. I think that road is, you can walk on it, I think. But just to be safe, let's go this way. Let's go this way. I'm just not sure about that, so we'll go this way. Hopefully this one doesn't dead end and I have to come back. But we'll try it. See where it goes. Let's see how many steps I've got in, so, or how many minutes I've got on here. Oh, I've got 30 minutes. That's all, 30 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. You get a good shot at the power plant from here because usually you only see half of the stacks and you don't get a good look at it. Coming across the bridge, if you drive and you don't really get to look at it. So this is look at the power plant from this side, from this angle. Yeah, I'm on the right road. I know now wherever that is. That would have been a mistake going down in there. That would have been a. That's the CN in Halifax. Well, there's a bunch of stuff down there that's not open to the public, that's for sure. So we're going to come out onto this road and take a left. And hopefully there's a sidewalk here. This might be. We'll see when we get out here what this is. I'm not even going to make a guess because I'm not that familiar with this. So there's another sign pointing to Africville, the spirit lives on. There's an idea of what the houses were like down here before they demolished them. So here we are. I don't see any sidewalk again here. So we're going to have to just walk down here and try to do the best we can because there's no sidewalks here. I guess this wasn't made for walking on. Africville Road. Okay, we just came out of it. Yeah, there's no sidewalks here at all. All we can do is be careful until we get to a spot where there's some sidewalks. Noisy down there, isn't it? Very noisy. Yeah, there's not much here for a curb. I don't like this. Not at all. It's not very good because there's no sidewalks here. I decided I was going to make this walk today. I didn't know there wasn't any sidewalks down here. I guess I'm all right. But I guess I'm safe enough, but still got to be careful. Somebody could drive along here and not be paying attention and wander. But hopefully I'll be out of this before long. Hopefully I will be out of this area where there's no sidewalks. And be back. Looks like another road up there, so maybe this is going to come out and join another road that's got sidewalks. I'm hoping that's the case. Yeah, this is not good here because the trucks come around the turn, they don't have much room to get by me. I have an idea that the police would frown on this if they came by here. They'd probably tell me to get out of here. There's only a few trucks. Thankful for that. Maybe we get back into civilization here. There's some sidewalks, hopefully. So what do the people do that live up here when they're walking? That's a good question. With no sidewalks, how do they walk? Well, as long as I got the grass on the sides, I'm okay. Maybe I'll come to a road pretty soon and I can go up a little bit and walk on the street. Pretty soon I'm gonna probably end this video because this is kind of a boring area right here. There's not much to see, and it might be a good idea to end the video rather than put you through this torment. So I think that's what we'll do. I take it this is the upper end of Barrington Street. It is because there's a number, 3695 Barrington Street. So I'm way up on Barrington Street. And I love to walk all the way down to the city, but it's not the greatest walking place. So I think for now, we'll just end this video right here. I hope you liked our little tour of the container area and the Africville site. There's not a lot to see now, but it is a historic site. So I hope you enjoyed it. So here we are right now at 3695 Barrington Street, Barrington Commercial Center. All right. So with that, I hope you liked the video, and if you like it, push like. If you're not yet a subscriber, you can become a subscriber just by hitting that subscribe button. And if you want a little ding on your phone every time I make a video, you can hit that notification bell. And you won't miss a thing, okay? Bye for now. I hope you all have a great day, and we'll chat again later. Bye.